All right, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you. Um, I need you guys to do me a favor. Uh, I need you to share this video. Come share this video as you're coming in. Because we want to discuss something very, very important this evening. Um, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for joining. And welcome. We are going to be talking about the lady who ran away from home and got killed. He died this morning. He died this morning. All right. So as you're coming in, I want you guys to help me to share this video. Let's get more people connected. I want you to listen to the story. I want you to hear it. And I want you to learn from this. I need you to learn from this. Let's do a sound check real quick. Are you guys able to hear me? If somebody's hearing me, please let me know you're hearing me out there. Let me know you're hearing me out there. I need someone to give me a feedback real quick. Oh, okay. From Ilayo Ilori. Thank you very much for that on TikTok. Thank you very much. All right. I'm waiting for Facebook and YouTube to give me an update. Are you hearing me or not? TikTok is hearing me. All right. Thank you very much, Shola. And Lee too. God bless you. So much is going on. And I just want to let you guys know. I want to submit to you guys that I get a little tired sometimes, and I don't know. Maybe I'm the one thinking in a different way. Maybe the life of people doesn't really matter. Maybe the life of people doesn't really matter. Maybe we're supposed to look away from all of this stuff. Maybe we are not supposed to pity people. Maybe the life of people doesn't really matter. We here in the US, we always see people say Black Lives Matter. When people get killed, Black Lives Matter. When the white get killed, white life matters. But in our own society, in our own country, I really don't believe any kind of life really matters to us. Maybe it's just only money that matters. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. Because when we talk about things like this, even you people that are listening to it doesn't even care. I want to just even ask you, do you think your own life really matters? Does your life really, really matter to you? Because I don't know. I tried. I want to know, but it's difficult for me to figure it out. Very difficult for me to figure it out. When we share stories like this for other people to learn, and I see that a lot of us Africans still want to just turn the deaf ear to it. Like we just don't care. We just don't care. We don't care about nothing. We don't. Please, guys, I want you guys to share this broadcast. Please share this broadcast on TikTok. Please go ahead and share this broadcast. Let's get more people. We just don't care. I think you don't care about your life either. You don't. We just come here, just listen to all of these stories, and then we go home like, all right, maybe like you feel like you've watched a Yoruba movie and it's just a movie. Let me just go home. Let me just go home and just forget about it, like thinking it's just a lie or probably just a story, just a Nollywood movie. That's the way I see it. I'm not getting anybody trying to work on it. I'm not getting anybody trying to be like, oh, yeah, I think my life matters a lot. I need to fight for my life. People are not fighting. It's like marriage is a do or die for you Africans. For you Africans, marriage is a do or die. It's so compulsory that you must be married and you must die in marriage. That's what I see. Like you must die in marriage, and to you guys, it's a do or die. It's compulsory. I have to be married. I have to carry a wedding ring in my finger. It doesn't matter what I'm going through. I must actually be married. That's the way I see it. It's difficult to see it in another way. Because when people are just so funny that you have seen it all, even if not all, you've been seeing it, watching videos on social media, you're reading the news, you're actually hearing stories of other people, but yet you refuse to learn from those things. You refuse to learn. And then the next thing I hear Nigerians say is, who is going to help me take care of my children? Like, you're dumb. Can't you go get a job? Can't you get a job for yourself and feed yourself and your kids? Is that difficult to do? You know, I notice some of these African women get married because they want someone to take care of them. It's funny. They're very funny. Some of these African women, they get married just because they want someone to take care of them. And then when you're opening your legs and you're having kids, popping out kids like like popping pills, right? You won't even think about this relationship it's possible for this relationship to crash. To crash. If somebody is asking me, where's the job? If you can't find a job, create one. You create a job for yourself. I know a lot of people who have created jobs for themselves in Nigeria, and they're living fine. And they're living fine. You know? Want a man to take care of kids for you, take care of yourself for yourself, you need to do it yourself. When you're opening your leg off and popping out kids like as if you're popping pills. You're having 5 kids, 7 kids. For what reason? You want to sell them? Is there anybody in this world that could even take care of 1 kid? All of the big men we have, they only have 1 kid, 2 kids. No, you will have 7 kids. Like you want to sell them. You always have it. You're supposed to have it at the back of the mind that marriage is not always going to be forever. Always not. It's not going to always be. These people that you see on the street today that are divorced, they didn't plan it. Something happened to them. Those widows that you see, they didn't plan their husband going to die. Something happened. The widow has to see, didn't plan that their wife was going to die. Something happened. Always remember, marriage will not always be forever. That man, that woman will not always be with you throughout your lifetime. No. That's not the way it's going. You see, like you Africans, you hate reality. You hate the truth. You always love when pastors will come and lie to you and say, oh, it's going to be well. It's going to be well. Do you know how many times they've said it's going to be well and it didn't go well? And it didn't go well? You know? And you see, and you see what I'm saying? They will never listen. Saying, are you God? That's the problem we're having right there. That's the mindset we're having right there. That mindset right there. That's what we're having. That's the problem we're having. People will never listen to the truth. You see, anytime I come online and I say something about you will sleep and not wake up one day, everybody will say, oh, are you God? No, I'm not God. I'm just telling you reality. Something that will happen and can happen to anybody anytime. We have to be well prepared for everything. We have to be prepared for everything. People that died yesterday didn't plan they were going to die. They have kids or they have wives. They have husbands also. And they are no more today. We faced it. You see, I was able to balance my life up by actually watching different videos, questioning my faith. Yesterday, I was on a different network where I say, Jesus Christ is a Muslim. I was there for maybe like a couple of hours. I was listening to them. I was able to gain a lot of stuff that questioned me. Are you really serving the right God? And at the end of the whole stuff, I found that, yes, I'm serving the real living God. How does he want me to live my life? He has given me the ability to do things for myself. I don't have to wait for him to do things for me. I don't have to pray for him to do things for him. I pray to him, thanking him for the ability he has given to me. I pray for the ability he has given to me. I thank him for this ability. I sharpen my ability to make money and to live a good life. I treat my wife right. I respect my wife. God is not doing that for me. No, he's not the one doing that. Angels are not the ones coming down to do those, that stuff for me. I'm the one that is responsible to do it. I'm the one responsible to wake up in the morning to go to work. God is not going to go to work for me. I'm the one responsible to save my money. I'm the one responsible not to have a girlfriend, so I won't have high blood pressure. I am the one that's responsible, all right, to be transparent and loyal. I am the one that is responsible to do that. I am the one responsible to be a father and be a good father. I am the one responsible for that. God is not responsible. God is not going to do all that for me. I must make up my mind to actually choose what is right and what is wrong, or either what is wrong. As a mature person, well-experienced, well-exposed person, I understand that I need to choose the right things so that things will be right around me. Africans are not ready for the truth. They want a God to come and do something for them. They go to church and be shouting, God, 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 God. No, 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 no. Please, leave God out of this. Whenever you're inside of a situation, you go to God, say, God, 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 God. Sit down and actually be accountable for your life. Check out what you've done. Check out the choices you've made in the past. It's going to help you to actually project to the future. Either you're going to have a good future, or you're going to have a bad future. That's the way it is. If you want to have a good future, you have to make the right choices now. Be educated, be exposed. Read books, listen to teachers. You will see how your life is going to turn around. I remember many years ago when I was in Oklahoma, I go to church like almost every day. I don't know what I was looking for until I met a white guy who gave me a better exposure to life. And I realized I'm going to end up being poor the rest of my life if I don't make a change right now. And that was what I did. I changed. I understand that God has given me a lot more. He has given unto me. I refuse to use those things. I refuse to sharpen my skill. I refuse to connect with people. I refuse to look for people going towards the same direction as me. And all I was doing was just shouting and shouting and shouting and praying, praying, praying. That guy opened my eyes. I told myself, no, I'm going to choose the right thing. And I'm going to build my life. And I'm going to be actually prosperous and be successful in life. And I thank God for where I am right now. I'm not super rich, but I'm comfortable. Even though for that exposure, I won't be where I am. I won't be here. A lot of people believe I'm saying, don't pray, don't pray. I never said that. I pray myself. I pray the prayer of thanksgiving. I thank God for the ability He has given. I thank God for the understanding. I thank God for His mercy. I thank God for His grace over my life. I don't go to God to ask for money. I don't ask Him, Father, give me money. I don't. I don't go to God and be asking, is it that do this for me or do that for me? I already believed it. I read it from the scriptures that has given me the ability to create wealth. What exactly am I looking for? Thank you very much for the gift. What else am I looking for? No, I'm not a religious person. A religious person can't get nothing from God. A religious person can't even make heaven anyway. A religious person is a confused person. When you are religious, you're a confused person. When you're supposed to be living a normal life of a human being, you are busy trying to live like angels. And that's where the whole problem is. Religion and culture is destroying us. And instead of us actually waking up and knowing the truth, we refuse to do it. And we look all around about us and we see all of these people who don't go to church that we refer to as unbelievers prospering. We're not really concerned about that. Is it the devil? Is it the devil that's giving them the prosperity, the money they own, they're having the peace they're enjoying? Is it the devil giving them? No, it's not the devil. It's God. They follow principles of life. When you follow the principles of life, you're going to end up in a good place in your life. Principles, that's all you need to follow. Principles. And God has placed a lot of professionals around us to help our lives. Thank you for the gift, my brother. To help our lives. And we refuse to utilize them because we are so much engrossed in this religious whatever belief that we have. We tell lies on the devil. Oh, it's a power, principality. Oh, it's a witch somewhere afflicting my life. There are people blocking me from progressing. Nobody's blocking you from progressing. You don't have the understanding and the knowledge to progress. You don't even know the definition of prosperity. You don't know the definition of success. You don't even know how to lay the foundation of success in your life. But now you are actually lying on the devil, lying on power, principality for one thing or the other. Instead of you being responsible, say, I'm so dumb. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. You're going to remain on the same spot for the rest of your life. If you don't wake up right now, all of the pastors you are running to, they're becoming richer by the day because they are collecting your own money. Well, you're so happy and excited in giving you their own, giving them your money, but you have refused to pay for your own life. Your kids are growing up right now inside of a face me, I face you. You are not doing anything about it. You continue to give your salary to a pastor. Your kids are going to grow up one day and ask you, Daddy, why can't you take us to Disney World? And then you start saying, God has not answered my prayer. Is that what you're going to say? Is that the right answer for yourself? God has not answered your prayer? Since when have you been praying? Sit down and think. And wake up one day, you see your pastor that you're giving your money to, he's taking his own family to Disneyland. The pastor you're giving your money to is going all around the place buying jet and buying all these Range Rovers and stuff. He's living the life, but you are not. You are still poor in your life and suffering. All in the name that you're worshiping God. I shake my head for you. I shake my head for you. It's going to be until one day you wake up from all of this slumber and wake up from this stupidity before your life will actually have a meaning. I spoke to a young lady one time, and she was always giving her money to prophets all around. And I mentioned something to him. Thank you very much for giving. I mentioned something to this young lady. I said, Madam, I said, you can never be a house owner in your life, man. And she asked me why. I said, because you give all of the seed. Everything God has given unto you, you're giving it to somebody else. That year, when I stopped her from doing it, that young lady bought a land, completed a bungalow. Share the testimony on my page on Facebook. Share the testimony on my page on Facebook. Everybody, they were all celebrating her. But I still see some of the dumb people still there. Still giving their money to prophets and giving their money to pastors all around the place. You're supposed to be preparing for your old age. You will not. You see, I understand. I'm going to tell you guys today is very, very funny. That, at the beginning of my life, I always believed that God will build a house for me. God will build a house for me. What do I mean? It means that the 500 million naira that I'm going to use to build a house is just going to come one time. All right? I was foolish and stupid. That every time I get like $10,000, I'll spend it. When I get $20,000, I said, this is not enough. I think I'm going to make probably like about 300 million one time, and then I'll build a house. I was stupid. I was very stupid. I was praying to Father, open the door. Father, open the door. God was looking at me like, you must be stupid. I left a big door open for you. You are making money, $10,000, $15,000 every month. Why are you still shouting? Something's wrong with you. You need to set the priority right. You need to understand what life is all about. A day came in my life, I realized it. And I found out my 10,000 is enough to start building a house. And I'm supposed to build it gradually. And then I noticed it. I was like, whoa, I've been stupid all my life. All my life. I said something on this show sometimes ago. I said, by the time a house, accommodation is out of the way, when you build a house, instead of you going to give your money to church and you build your own house, I'm telling you, by the time you turn 70, you're going to have a place to live. By the time issue of accommodation is out of the way, retirement is very, very easy. How much of food are you going to eat? How much of food are you going to eat when you're old? You don't need much. But let me tell you something. When you're busy giving your money to church, by the time you become 70, the church is never going to give you accommodation. Sorry to tell you. If you to know, if you don't want to know, just don't know. That church that you go to, they will not give you accommodation. And you'll be very shocked that they're going to tell you that they don't even have any support for you. They don't even have any support for you. And that's exactly what they're going to tell you. But the pastor is already set when it comes to his own retirement. He's stacking money together right now, investing his money in the stock market, and he's making more money, and he's making more money, and his children, and I'm talking about generational wealth right now. His children can suffer in their lives. The children are never going to suffer again in their lives, and they continue to inherit that, and they inherit that, and the money will stay in the family, but you will now be the one telling God, why me? You'll be telling God, why me? When God has given you opportunity to do things, but you have refused. You've refused to do it. You continue to give your money to church. Whenever they say, I need 7 people, you'll be the first person to run outside. And 20 people, you'll be the first person to run outside. And then they cajole you with the words in the Bible that are not supposed to be, they are not even applicable to what they're saying. And then they wind you and cajole you. You empty your pocket to them, and they become richer. And by the time you turn 70, that's when you realize that, oh, God has forgotten me. God didn't forget you. You forgot yourself. God didn't forget you. You forgot yourself. You forgot yourself. That's what you've done. You see, all of this Christianity, this religion called Christianity in Africa, is a way of enslaving people and sucking money out of people's pockets. If you don't know, I'm telling you today. Go and sit down and think. Go back and question your faith. Go back and restructure your life. Read, study. That same Bible they're preaching in church is actually available to you. It's online. You order it if you don't have one. Okay? If you have a phone, that's a Bible for you. Read it. When you read it, you understand it. Listen to a couple of teachers. Listen to other preachers, not just your prophet. You understand that what the Bible is giving to us, the Christianity the Bible is preaching to us, is a life of liberty and a life of freedom. It's not a life running all around, powers and principality running after you. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. How people pray, and it seems like God is disappointing them. God didn't disappoint nobody. You are the one disappointing yourself. And now you should wake up. Wake up and do things right. And do things right. A lot of pastors will be telling you you are in an abusive relationship. Instead of you seeking help, you'll remain there and tell you to keep on praying. Oh, it baffles me. Sometimes I just sit down there, I just be looking. I must have counseled a lot of women that would tell me, oh, my pastor asked me to fast for 7 days. I said, fast for what? A man is about to kill you, and they're telling you to still be fasting. You are depressed, madam, and they tell you to still be fasting? Are you serious? You don't have brain? Can't you think? You can't think? There's something wrong with you? No. They must hear from pastor. Pastor must tell them something. Pastor must say something. And they must obey the word of the pastor. That's all they obey. They don't know God. Africans don't know the God they serve. They know pastors. They know prophets. That's all they know. They don't know the God they serve. They don't understand that you have the privilege to know your God by yourself. Bible says they that know their God, not those people that go to church. You can go to church and not even know God. They who know God, they that know their God, they shall be strong and shall do exploit. It's not those that know pastors. The people who know God. Do you know him? Does he talk to you every time? Are you able to hear God? No. You like all this sweet preaching. The Lord will make a way for you. You'll be shouting, amen. The Lord will lift you up. Amen. That's all you like. Or the God they're praying to, you don't even know him. You don't even have a relationship with God that shout amen, amen to. He doesn't even know you. You are not in the book of this guy. He doesn't have your name in his book. He doesn't have a relationship with you. He doesn't know who you are. He doesn't. Then you get angry when other people are making it. Then you get angry and get jealous, and then you sin the more. Then you sin the more. Then you sin more. You are the one who die. You die inside church. You go to church Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. How will you be able to take care of your kids or take care of your husband or wife when they already locked you down inside church Monday to Sunday? And then on Sunday you go to church in the morning and come back at night. For what? And the most funniest part of the whole stuff is that they still bring you on Monday morning 6 o'clock prayer meeting. I shake my head. I shake my head. It's a terrible life. I have come across a lot of women that will tell me, oh, I prayed before this marriage, Pastor, but this man is about to kill me. Oh, he's cheating on me. I said, when you pray, what did God say? Ah, they don't know. They will only say, my pastor said. Okay, who's the pastor? Pastor is a divorcee. He divorced 2 wives already. He himself is not hearing Jack. The pastor is not hearing God. Jack. There's nothing. But that's the person you listen to. That's the person you run after. My prophet. You listen. When you yourself don't know God, you don't know God. Can't pray for yourself by yourself. Can't pray for nothing. You have to go to one prayer contractor to pray for you. And look at how your life has turned out to be right now. This is real. This is real. This is not a joke. It's real here. Let's put it on the table and debate this. All right? Put it on the table and debate it. You know, another thing I want to say before I go into my point is that when you look at majority of the people who go to night vigil, they are the poorest in the world. How could you be serving a living God and still be begging for bread? For God's sake. What are they teaching you in your church? You are the one they see in night vigil. You are the one that goes for deliverance class. You are the one they see in Bible study, prayer meeting, Sunday service, women's meeting, children's meeting, youth meeting. You are the one who is going. But you are still the one that is always begging for transportation fee. So, what is the service of God? What's He bringing to you? All the prayers you are praying. What is Ali? Show me the result. Is it for me and for a lot of people we go for result? It's about effort. You can be putting effort on the wrong thing. Hitting a spot that is actually totally wrong. You won't get any result. You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and again and expecting a different result. You can't get a different result. It's the same result you're going to be getting until you stop. Until you sit down and ask yourself, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm almost 45. I'm almost 50. And I'm still doing the same thing? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Is it not very simple? You know, one funny thing, and I want to say this, that I go straight to the story. A lot of us will look at all of these musicians that we see all around. We look at Burna Boy, we look at, you know, all these people. When they finish singing, they say, I give God the glory. I give God the praise. I thank God for actually this success. Everything I hold on to God. And then you condemn them. Oh, these sinners. Oh, these sinners. Okay. They know how to pray to their own God. They know exactly what they tell God. You continue to sit down there. You sit down there and doing Holy Mary, the judge over people, and stay there. You are the one who knows. You are the one who knows. You know what I'm saying? You are the one who knows. It's very funny. Very, very funny. It's time for you to change your life around. Focus on something that is great for your life that will take you to your destination. Somebody saying, is it because somebody going to church and ask for one for transport? This person is timeless? Well, to answer your question, my brother, why will you be going to night vigil from 19 when you are 19 and you are 45 still asking for transport fare at the age of 45? You start asking for transport fare when you are 19 and you are still asking for it at the age of 45. If you have not been following the message, please try and do so. It's always a beginning, it's a process, and there is a end point. If you're doing the same thing over and over again and again, expecting a different result, that's the definition of insanity. Wake up. Nigerians, stop being defensive. Stop being defensive. Don't stop glorifying yourself inside of stuff that is not supposed to be. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. A disgrace. I shake my head. At the time I was in Nigeria, I was actually washing clothes. Had no job. You know, I couldn't get a job. I started a laundry business. I didn't wait for anybody to give me transport fee. As a graduate, I started washing clothes for women. Do you get that? Okay. When I was called into the ministry, I was working for 500 naira a month. I didn't stop there. I always helped them to go and actually arrange speakers for musicians all around. Just to earn some little more on the side. I was waiting for anybody to give me transport fee. No. Because I could see where I'm going. I must grow and develop towards that direction of my passion and my ministry. I must do. I can't be waiting for someone to help me. No, I believe destiny help look me along the line as I struggle, as I'm struggling through life, as I'm not sitting down and keep on going. All right, somebody is gonna find me. Okay, God is gonna find me, and that's the direction that I went. And today, I really give God the praise. I give God the praise today. Now, let me say this to you guys who are arguing. I've said many times, and people will know that. I went to Nigeria one time, and I went to Paja to preach. When I go to Paja to preach, there are like 5,000 people inside of that hall. 5,000 people, only 10 cars outside. 5,000 people, 10 cars. So I finished preaching over there. And I left. And then we went to Highland. And the church I went to preach over there, only 300 members. Probably like about 290 cars outside. My PA was asking me, wow, you preached the same message to these two different people and you preach it in two different ways. I say, yes, I have to. I say, you see the first church that we went to, they have the mindset of God will do it for me. They have that mindset of God is going to do it for me. And that's the way they're going to continue to pray the rest of their lives. Because God is not going to do anything. They're going to die there in poverty because their mindset is wrong. I say, you see these people in Highland, they understand that God has given them the gift, ability to create wealth, and they're actually putting it in work. So when they come to church, they're only coming to thank God. I say, so these are two different people. One, the group of people expecting God to send angels down, send manna down, send destiny helpers, send people to wash, to actually take them out of poverty. The other people already put their own ability to work, and they're actually prosperous. So they're coming to God to come thank God. And I asked God, I said, if I ask you to go to a church, among two churches, which one will you go? She looked up, she said, I'll go to the Highland one. I said, why? He said, because they are teaching principles. I noticed somebody just asked, are you a pastor? Okay, because I didn't pray, I didn't quote scriptures, I didn't say, mama, I didn't be shouting and yelling. You think I'm not pastor, right? A pastor's supposed to know principles, teach principles of life. That's what pastors should teach. principles of life. Now, another thing I want to let you see, people that are arguing there, I said it yesterday. When you go to Banana Island, how many churches do you see inside Banana Island? And I want somebody to actually respond to this. How many churches do you see inside Banana Island? I want someone to respond to me, please. I don't want to be the only one talking here right now. I'm asking this question right now just for the benefit of those ones who are actually disagreeing and attacking and stuff. How many churches do you see inside of Banana Island? Can anybody tell me, if you have been to Banana Island before in Nigeria, how many churches? Not how many churches? How many churches do you see inside of Banana Island? I want someone to respond, please. Someone please respond. How many churches? If you're going, thank you for the gift. I really appreciate that. TikTok is giving me a lot. Somebody said not. No, tell me. You say not much. Tell me how many. How many churches are inside Banana Island? All right. 0. Only one church is at the gate. Just only one church is by the gate. It's a redeemed church by the gate of Banana Island. Thank you for the gate. Why so? But when you go to Yanapaja, you're going to see like 300 churches there. Okay, why? Because these pastors know that the poor people are the ones running and searching for God for prosperity. Okay, rich people don't search. Rich people don't search for prosperity. They work for their own prosperity. They only go to Anglican churches, they go to Baptists, they go to Methodists, go and thank God for what God has done for them. Pastors can't cajole rich people. They cannot fool rich people. They can only fool the poor, struggling people. Very few dumb people get fooled also. And that's why you will see it. In any rich neighborhood, you will not see churches. The churches that you see will be in the poor, struggling neighborhood. And that's where they go to church in the morning, Monday morning by 6 a.m. At night, they go to church. They do night vigil, 7 days revival, 7 days all kinds. And that's why they do all that. Those pastors are collecting the tiny, tiny, little money that those people are supposed to keep and eat with. They collect it from them all in the name that God is about to do something for them. But you see, majority of the people that are arguing on this line right now, those ones are actually pastors of one church or the other, that they believe that, okay, this guy is about to destroy business. He's about to destroy business. So they're gonna throw the tantrum, they're gonna actually attack it, because this is the truth. I've been a pastor now for 30 years. I've been a pastor now for 30 years. I've been able to see this whole stuff. I know a lot of Nigerian pastors who call me to beg me for money. Okay? They call me to beg me for money. Then I ask them a question. All of those prayers and those rabababa is not bringing money. It's not bringing money. But a lot of us, our mentality is backward. We don't understand God. We think God lives inside church. God doesn't live in church. He lives in you. You are a carrier of God. You are the one that God lives on the inside of you. Carry God to wherever it is that you go. When you come to the place where they call church, you brought God there in money. You brought God there, that money. Wake up, my brothers and sisters. It's not too late for you to wake up now. Some of you are out there, you don't have a house. You donate money every Sunday. Come out. You donate money. We've done it before. At the end of the day, we left the place. We helped them to pay mortgage. We left the place. We are actually in a new place right now. Whatever it is that you've done for yourself is what you're going to keep. Whatever it is that you do for that church where you go to is not yours. They always say it's God. God doesn't need your money. God doesn't need your money at all. No. God doesn't eat mama. He doesn't eat pandemia. He doesn't need your money for nothing. Sorry. It's the organization that needs your money. And when you sow your seed in a bad ground, it's not going to germinate for you. It's not going to bring success to you. A pastor is supposed to know principles, and those principles are supposed to be taught to the church member, not just praying and battling the powers and principality and stuff. You will see a young lady who got scammed. You see a young lady who got scammed recently. Diagnosis of cancer, was given 12 years to live, and she already lived 3 years. She already lived 6 years out of 12 years. She stumbled on a pastor in Abuja, and the pastor collected 2 million naira from her that they're going to kill cow and they have to shed blood. Okay. Now, if you really are a Christian, I'm not talking about that kind of stupid Christianity that we observe in Nigeria, of we mixture of Babalawo religion and Bible. I'm not talking about that. If truly you are a Christian, a real Christian, okay, show me from the Bible where Jesus Christ said we should be shedding blood. We should be killing goat or killing ram or killing cow. Show me from the Bible. And this is the place where Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians, couldn't draw a line. Couldn't draw a line. A lot of Nigerians couldn't draw a line right here. If a pastor is telling you we have to shed blood, is that not enough for you to understand that this is a babalawo here, not a pastor? But you always believe that the pastor is those people who say, God is saying this. You always believe those ones are pastors. No, those guys are ritualists. Those are the babalawos on the altar. Holy Spirit doesn't work that way. Christianity is different. Christianity has changed. Right from the time, actually, Christianity was laid, the foundation of Christianity was laid by Jesus. Go back to the Bible and go and watch it. Understand Christianity, what the instructions Jesus Christ gave to the disciples. Understand the instructions that the disciples gave to us. You will find out that what those people are doing is not. It's totally nonsense. All they're looking for, thank you for the gift. All they're looking for is to collect your money, collect your money, and collect your money. They notice that a lot of you guys are no longer coming to church. So they now come to you guys on TikTok. They come to you guys on YouTube. They come to you guys on Facebook. And then they start leaving inbox messages to you and saying, God promised you one thing. I need to pray for you for 7 days and stuff like that. You'll be so shocked. You'll be so shocked. You'll be so shocked that at the end of the day, they'll be asking you for money. I was able to test one of them. I did a test for one of them. It's one prophetess, whatever. I was playing along. I said, sorry, man. So after I finished praying this year, so what should I do next? I say, you need now to do Thanksgiving. You have to send some money so that we'll do Thanksgiving for you. We buy bubunte and then we now call people together to eat it. Mama Sarah, the Christian knows this Sarah. Christian knows this Sarah. The woman blocked me. Didn't call me no more. Which bubunte? Go and read the story of that woman there. Go and read the story of that woman that was scammed for 2 million. A cancer patient is about to die. No husband, no kids. And a pastor, a so-called pastor, take 2 million from somebody that's actually about to die. Someone you're supposed to have pity for. And that's the reason why I asked at the beginning, I said, I really don't believe that we actually value lives. Human life is nothing, it's zero to us. Black life matters, white life matters. In Nigeria, Nigerian life doesn't matter. It does, and it doesn't matter because of you. It's not because of them. They set in their ways to collect money, just to use all of this mambo jumbo, religious, whatever, to collect money is a gimmick. To collect money. You see all the big churches right now using celebrities now to actually come and cajole you. They now bring all these movie stars to their churches. They bring all these musicians to their churches just to actually change the face of the whole thing. And they're just looking for ideas to get money out of everybody. But you are not that wise. You are not that wise. It's time for you to actually look inward and tell yourself, I'm going to be the president of my own life. I'm going to be the pastor of my life. I'm going to be the prophet of my life. Prophet of my life, and I'm going to make something happen for me. Come back and tell me in another 2 years if you will not build your own house. Come back and tell me in 2 years' time if you buy a good land and build a house. Come back and tell me next time that, Dr. Shola, you have lied. I disconnected from giving money to pastors and I'm still broke. Come back and tell me. And I'm going to tell you that you must be doing something that's wrong. And we're going to check what you're doing wrong. Maybe you are carrying Olosho. Maybe you are drinking your money away. We'll come back and know. We'll find out that eventually. Come back and tell me, if you follow my teaching, if you will not build a house by next year or build a house in 2 years' time, come back and call me a bastard if it happened to you. The minute the house is done, when you have a house of yourself, retirement is set. I'm the one telling you this. I did it for my church members. A pastor came to us and was like, oh, I need 7 people to give me 1,000. All those people came out. I told them, I said, listen, that 1,000, go and put it in one account and put $1,000 on that account every month. After 1 year, all of them, they had $12,000 in their account. I said, that's enough down payment for a house. Go and buy your own house. They did. I was actually dedicating houses. I was dedicating houses. And when we are dedicating houses and I'm putting money in envelope, I said, Pastor Jola, this was, I said, hey, now this is the one I will collect. This one, when they give me, I will collect it because now you have done great things. Something great has happened in your life. Now I can collect this one that you put in envelope. I'm not going to collect more of your money and you're still living in a rented apartment. I'm not going to collect your money when you are living in face me and face you. And you just say, oh, I wish bingo. That means I don't care about your life. That means I don't care about your life. If I care about your life, I care where you live, where your kids live, the school they go to. Is your wife happy or not? Are you even okay or not before collecting your money? But it's somebody like me that you rebel against. Anybody that's collecting your money, you see them as God. But the person that's telling you to go and do great things, that's the person you hate. That's the person you hate. That's the person you hate. Teaching you something right now, you're a pastor. And then when you look at your life is stupid. Your life is so stupid. And everything I'm saying here today is not rocket science. It's something so simple for everybody to understand. Do it, and you come back in 2 years' time to come and thank me. You come back in 2 years' time to come and thank me. You see. Just say, you know what? Let me just listen to this stupid guy that's saying something. Let me just do what he's asking me to do. Let me keep my money for myself and let me see how it's going to work. In 2 years' time, you come back and thank me. You will. The story for today. The story for today. She ran away from home and later found dead. She ran away from home and later found dead. You know, I throughout the whole night, I was in session one night. It was a terrible moment for my life. Very terrible moment. And sometimes when I talk to people like I'm talking to them right now, you know, this religion has eaten into their brains that for you to unlock that brain and detox the brain, empty the brain, and then load something new to it, it's so very difficult. They become very, very defensive. They just don't want to hear you. I've been talking about marriage for a long time. Talking about Mojisola Oshika, God bless you. I've been talking about marriage for a long, long time. I was able to find this out a long time ago. And I've had discussions with a lot of people. One of my clients who died in Canada, at the point I told her, I said, Madam, it's time for you to move out. Let's activate separation. And the Redeemed Christian Church pastor said no, that they're praying. And I said, Madam, who is praying? He said, my pastor is praying. I said, no, your pastor is not praying. Your pastor has got his own problems. His wife is not giving him peace. He needs money for his children's school fees. He will not remember to pray for you. Madam, it's better for you to pray over there. Let the devil be there and you pray over there. I said, God will keep you alive, man. I said, no, my pastor said, my pastor said, my pastor said. It's okay. So I called the little sister who introduced her to me, and I said, we have completed the session. This is what I advise, but this is what your sister is saying. And she said, well, it is well. And one day I got a call that she died. The husband used that little mortar, hit her on the head. She fell, and that was how she entered coma and never came back out. I cried. I wanted to save her life, but she didn't allow me to save her life. She never gave me that. She didn't give me the opportunity to save her life. And the pastor didn't give me the opportunity to do the same. And the same pastor put a funeral arrangement together. The same pastor put a sermon together for our funeral. The same pastor picked the song that they will sing on the day of our burial. That same pastor led the prayers during our funeral. And I say to people, I said, these same pastors that are telling you to remain in an abusive relationship will be the ones to bury you when you die. They will be alive. Their wives will be alive. Their children will be alive. I said, let me tell you, Yoruba people will say, Toba kowaju si ekota. Toba kei si ekota. Toba kuwonika. Tirareba. That's how they say it. It means that you have to make sure you're wise and know how to make your own decision by yourself and pick what is right for your life so that you can remain alive for your children. Marriage is not a do or die. Always remember it. And that's why young ladies, you need to get a job, have a career, get a job, do the right thing for yourself. Don't allow somebody to kill you. The moment you find yourself in an abusive relationship, walk away. Stay somewhere and pray. Look for how to help yourself. Seek for counsel. Do everything you want to do over there. Okay? And if at the end of the day, there will be a moment whereby you reunite and let it be so. After he has worked on himself and you worked on yourself too. I say this all the time. Those pastors will be the ones to bury you. And we will all be there to sit down and start shaking our heads for your children. And your children will suffer. Osinachi died inside an abusive relationship all because of this same Christianity. It's terrible. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Don't just let me say it. Just let's leave it alone. She's gone. We're going to be referring to her right now, and I pray that we will not refer to you because death is not your portion. You are not supposed to die. You are not meant to die in marriage. Marriage is supposed to elongate your life and keep you good. All right? That's what marriage is meant for. You will not die inside of that marriage in the mighty name of Jesus. It's not going to be your portion. But be aware that things are happening. So this young lady, she reached out to me like about five years ago. And she was just probably 1 year in the marriage. And 1 year in the marriage, she's already seen some nasty stuff of being beaten. There was the guy was slapping her. I was kicking her, threw her down from the stairs. She had a broken hand and all that. And she reached out to me. And I said to her, I said, I'm not the kind of a regular kind of pastor. She said, yes, sir. I said, can I tell you something? And it's the honest truth. He said, yes, sir. I said, my dear, your life is about to be taken. I said, your life is about to be taken. You don't want to allow somebody to take your life. He said, what do you advise, sir? I said, do you have parents? Do you have mom and dad? Say yes. I said, go back to them. Stay there until you are able to work on yourself and let him work on himself. I mentioned it casually. She didn't take it. She left me to go to a prophet. The prophet asked her to fast for 45 days, and they did water bath. There is an affliction against her life. Somebody is planning to destroy her marriage. There is a woman in their family that is not happy. She's happily married, and da 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 da. There is a covenant over the life of the family. All of that stuff, they just mentioned all that stuff. So she decided to go by, with that. She did the fasting, did the water bath, did all the stuff and everything. So a few weeks after, um, she was admitted to the hospital. The husband accused her of sleeping with somebody, which she did not. And she was admitted at the hospital right after. So she called me up and she shared with me. I was like, and she said, "Well, I'm just so ashamed of myself talking to you right now. I didn't take advice, but I need someone to talk to." And I gave her the audience. I had a little talk with her and I said, "Madam, do you want to listen to me?" She said, "Yes, sir." I said, "It's time to walk away. Go back to your family." I said that casually. After she was well, she didn't take it. And you see, every time you go through abuse like that, it's affecting your mental health. It's affecting you. You're gonna get depressed. You'll be crying all the time. You can't even sleep. That during the time they want to have sex is more like, okay, sleep there, open your leg, and we'll just penetrate. No kissing, no touching. We'll just release inside her and just walk away. And that's emotional torture right there. You know what I'm saying? That you don't you are not wanted. You are more like a slave here. And that messed up her mental health. And she got depressed. She was depressed for many years after that. You know. But I kept on, every time she would call me, I kept on saying, it's time to walk away. And she would tell me, my pastor was with us. I said, this man that you're married to is not a Christian. He doesn't understand the word of God. All of those Genesis, and God said, he doesn't understand them. He's not living his life based on the rule of the Bible. When your pastor comes, he will sit down and listen. It's a form of respect for the pastor. When the pastor is gone, he will still do the same thing he wants to do. The guy is not born again. I said that casually. And last night, uh, somebody called me that hello and said, yes, there's this our sister who reported that she has been having sessions with you. Um, I was like, what's the name? And they mentioned the name. So I got up from the bed. I quickly uh, opened up the office to check my computer. I said, yeah. I said, what's about her? They were like, oh, she's missing. And the pastor of the church said that I was the one that advised her to leave her marriage. And I said, well, I advise her to walk away to go to her parents. So even if she's obeying me, she will be her parents. If you're looking for her, I think you should call the parent. She must be there. And they said, no, we are the parents calling you. That we just want to know where exactly you ask her to go to. I was like, I didn't ask her to go anywhere. I only asked her to leave this abusive relationship and go to our parent. She ran away. So I was on the phone with them talking. So I couldn't sleep. So I took a different counseling session in China. Uh, a different person was trying to have a counseling session with me. So I took counseling session in China. And by the time I was actually getting done, it was probably like around 5:45 to 6 o'clock in the morning. My phone rang again. And they said to me that they found our body inside an uncompleted building. That what happened was like the same husband who called them, had beaten her all night. So in her own way of escaping, she ran out of the house and the guy closed the door. The guy locked the door on her. So while she was gone, inside of that pain, she couldn't see anybody to help her. Probably she entered into that uncompleted building and she lost her life right there. A young woman. with a 5-year-old kid. 5-year-old kid left behind. And this is why I said I don't really believe life really matters in Nigeria. Life doesn't matter. Doesn't. There's one person listening to me right now. You are actually in the same situation right this moment. You're not saying nothing. You're there. We don't want to lose people. We don't want to continue to lose people like this. It's not right. I don't think it's right. The teaching from the beginning is so bad. Preaching from the altar of our pastor is so bad. And women are being killed, men are being killed, even children are being killed. And you are still there watching me right now. And you're inside the same thing, the same situation. And they are telling you to keep on praying. You're not helping yourself. There are so many different reasons why a man becomes very aggressive like that. The very first one is mental issue. When a man is having mental issue, he will be aggressive like that. By the time that stuff, the wind will blow him, he will kill anything that he's seeing right in his face. I don't know, probably you've heard the story of the man that after beating his wife, he shot his wife, shot his children, killed all of them, and then he set the house on fire. Then he himself jumped into it. I don't think you've seen that. Here in Houston many years ago, a man tied his wife to the bumper of a car and he dragged him on the street until her head busted. I don't know, maybe you heard about that. I don't know, probably you heard about that. It's happening. When you go to the prison today, you see a lot of Nigerians there locked up. Domestic violence. It's a lot. People are having mental problems. Not power perspective. It's not one witch or the wizard. The guy is doing drugs. The guy is depressed. He refused to fix himself, refused to go for therapy. He's doing deliverance. Huh. Let me keep quiet before I offend people. I'll be offending people. If I continue to say what's on my mind, I will offend people. I don't want to offend people, so I'll leave it alone. I borrow, don't suffer my luabi. I borrow, don't suffer my luabi. Too bad they know I do. I'm telling you. If I tell you a lot of women that I know in Nigeria that have died, we didn't even care of them because they're nobody. They were killed. Why get married just to kill somebody or get married just to be killed? Why don't you just remain single and enjoy the rest of your life? Thank you for the gift. I really appreciate you, TikTok. Why don't you just remain single? Why not? Number two reason why men will do that is because they're already done with you. They want to leave, but you're holding them by the pants. They want to leave you. They already said it to you that we're done. I'm done. I'm done. You are the one holding on to them, holding them. You call pastor, call your mom, call your dad, call everybody on the street just to hold him down. That guy is going to go. Either you like it, you don't like it. The only way he's going to go is after you're dead. And he's going to orchestrate it. You'll plan it. And you will be dead. And the one funny thing about it is that when we talk about let him go to jail, he will only go to jail for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. They'll release him and come back to the street. He's still a free person. You are the one that is dead. And the pastor's already buried you. I'm telling you. You don't value your life. When you're holding on to a man or holding on to a woman, you don't value your life. You don't value your life. I pity women more. Don't value your life. The bad teaching that they give to us in Africa is killing you people. Killing you people. Somebody's saying I have a question. Go ahead and ask your question. Um, I'll answer your question here. If you have a question, you can go ahead and ask your question. You know, so I just went to sleep some few hours ago just to get enough rest to do the rest of my work tonight and stuff. Everything in Africa is about one power and principality. I'm sorry, it's a lie. I'm sorry for you, it's a lie. It's a lie. How do I deal with a man that continues to accuse me of cheating and haven't provided any evidence? He himself is cheating. You see, that's part of the narcissistic behavior. When you are looking for the sign, that's it. They accuse you of what they are doing. They accuse you of what they're doing. And then they're going to become angry and then become very aggressive. Okay? That's it. You see what I'm saying? That's dangerous. The day is going to bounce on you. You'll not believe it. You'll not believe it. This is the time for you to go and report to your parents, report to your family. Thank you for the $10 super blast, Latu. God bless you. That's how you're supposed to go report to his parent or report to your own parent. And don't let your parent take it lightly. Because your life is in danger. Those kind of people, they can destroy you. They kill you without, thinking about it. What he's doing is what he's accusing you of. And then will get angry and then get aggressive just to control you. They want to control you and put you under control. So they get aggressive. They yell. They always raise their voice, whenever. Then to tell you that I'm the king here. Shut up and bow to me. Even if I'm sleeping out, what they're doing is they're just mailing you. They're trying to shut you off. They shut you off. That's what they're doing. It's a mental disorder. It's a mental disorder. If anybody should tell you to be praying, tell the person, no, I am going to go and see a therapist. I want him to come and see therapist. You tell the parent, I'm going to move out of the house if you're not doing anything. I can't be living my life like this. That's a dangerous home you live in, my sister. You see, here in America, they call something an emergency. We don't have emergency in Nigeria. Malaria is when you have malaria in America, it's emergency. In Nigeria, it's no, reloaded walk to the street and go and buy chloroquine. It's not emergency. You say, oh, my chest here is paining me, there's pressure. They say, go and sleep. You say, go and sleep. If your chest is paining you in America, it's emergency. If you are living with someone with a narcissistic behavior, it's emergency. That person will ruin your life. Because they wake up in the morning to write their script, and that's the script they're going to actually perform throughout the whole day. They will ask you a question, they know the answer you're going to give. They already set it up already in their head. They set it up in their head. They'll kill you. They're going to frustrate you. They might not kill you with a gun or choke you, but they're going to frustrate you. They will frustrate you. They will frustrate your life. My sister, I'm officially announcing to you that you're in an abusive relationship now. Inside any relationship that you are not allowed to have a voice, that is slavery and that's abuse. That's abuse. I'm just officially announcing it to you right now. Do something about it. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't. Please don't. Don't do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys on Facebook. I know. They don't sleep. They write their script 24/7. All right. So have a beautiful day and happy Sunday to you guys in Nigeria. And to you guys that are here in the States, it's almost 10 o'clock here. I think it'll be like almost 11 o'clock somewhere. And thank you very much for the gifts. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. I think I'm enjoying TikTok a little bit more now. And I promised you guys, I'm going to be doing the love zone on TikTok because TikTok is allowing us to play music. So I'll come in on TikTok just to play music, and then we talk about love, about connection. I'm going to be bringing the singles connect to TikTok. Actually, it's easy to do over there. All right. So TikTok, guys, if you have not followed me yet, please go ahead and follow my page. I think I have about 70 something people watching right now. If you have not followed me yet, go ahead and follow me uh, on this network because you're going to be able to see a lot of stuff happening on this platform. Singles Connect is going to come to you guys. Love Zone is coming to you guys, where you'll be able to make phone call to give shout out to your loved ones and stuff. You want to celebrate your birthday or your wife's birthday, your girlfriend's birthday, your boyfriend's birthday. We'll be able to do it with you over there on TikTok. We're playing nice music. I'm talking not just Christian music. Oh, we're going to be playing love songs, and you guys will be able to enjoy it. Olori, how you doing? And you guys will be able to enjoy it. And I'm bringing that to TikTok. So you guys on Facebook and YouTube, you better follow my TikTok too. Follow my TikTok, oh, because that's where we're gonna be. The action is gonna be coming up right now. Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram are restricting us from doing some things. So, but TikTok is giving us the opportunity to do a lot of stuff. So we're coming on there. We're celebrating birthdays, wedding anniversaries, and all that on TikTok. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for giving me all of these gifts. I'm not sure I know how it works, but I'm actually learning right now. You guys are giving me roses. I saw heart and mustache and all kinds of stuff. So that's great right there. I really appreciate that. So please go ahead and follow me. Go ahead and follow me on this show. I mean, on this page right here. And then I'll come back to you guys by the grace of God. And then we celebrate together. Lucy Arumia, your birthday is coming. I'll celebrate with you. Don't worry. Send me a ticket. I'll come. I'll come over. Send me a ticket. I'll come over to you. Celebrate with you. All right. Bye. Have a beautiful day, everybody. All right. Bye, 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 bye.